India didn't send their best team to play in Sri Lanka's Nidehas Trophy in March 2018 that celebrated the 70th year of their independence.
I'm resting this one out. Rohit Sharma will lead Team India.
Neither were Sri Lankans on their best behavior as riots broke out between Buddhists and Muslims, alarming former captain Kumar Sangakkara. We are one country and one people. Love, trust and acceptance should be our common mantra. No place for racism and violence. STOP, stop! The excuse for the riots was the killing of a popular lorry driver by Muslim thugs at Digana, near Kandy on March the 3rd. The culprits then tried the time-tested method. Shh! Keep this money. Don't arrest them. By not allowing people to attend the victim's funeral and with word getting out,
the police are letting go of the culprits. If they get away, we will take revenge.
Soon cities were burning in revenge attacks and Sri Lanka became the second country this year.
I declare the country to be in a state of emergency and troops can now arrest people without a warrant.
146 people were arrested just in Kandy and there was a clampdown on Facebook, which has become the medium of spreading fake news and rumors. See Bisbo's story on fake news. Sri Lanka and India both got their independence around the same time from the British. Unlike India, which fought 4 wars within the first 20 years, Sri Lanka's initial 35 years were relatively peaceful until 1983.
We want an independent state for the Tamils.
Called Ilam, which was the old name of Sri Lanka in Tamil. The Tamils, fearing a threat to their ethnicity, fought a bloody civil war lasting 26 long years, while the Muslims remained neutral.
We may speak Tamil, but we do not support LTTA in their military struggle.
While Tamils and Sinhalese fought, Muslims took advantage of the situation to become wealthy traders, coming to be known as the Jews of Sri Lanka. Soon the spreading influence of oil-funded Saudi Wahhabi fundamentalism docked on Sri Lankan shores. Sri Lankan Muslims, who had always joined in celebrating Sinhalese festivals, were warned of holy retribution.
Stop doing that. Islam does not permit you to participate in their religious beliefs.
Muslims who had so far been voting for multi-ethnic parties began to give in to scare tactics.
Islam is in danger. Vote for a Muslim candidate.
So when the population census figures were released for the 30-year period of 1981 to 2012, showing that Muslims had multiplied at twice the rate as the Sinhalese, this time it was the turn of Buddhist extremist groups like Bodhu Bala Sena or Buddhist Power Force, Sinhala Ravaya and Mahasan Balaya to use scare tactics. Buddhism is in danger. Soon they will outnumber us. UP is about 240,000 square kilometers with a population of 20 crores, while Sri Lanka is about 1/4 UP size with a similar population. At this rate, it would take Sri Lankan Muslims approximately 300 years to equal the Buddhist population, at which time the population of Sri Lanka itself would be about 600 crores. Mathematically possible, but in reality impossible. Always perceived as a tolerant and peaceful religion, newly formed Buddhist militant groups have been modelled on Myanmar's anti-Muslim 969 nationalist movement. The Muslims toppled our ancient Buddhist empires of Malaysia and Indonesia through jihad and high birth rates. We don't want it happening in Buddhist Burma. The founder of the 969 movement, Ashin Viratu, has been called the Burmese Bin Laden in a Time magazine cover story. I am proud to be called a radical Buddhist. The rise in Muslim fundamentalism has created unrest across Southeast Asia. In Banda Aceh, Indonesia, where a moderate Muslim country faces a region insistent on implementing Sharia laws. In the Mindanao province of Philippines, by the Muslim Moros who want a separate homeland. In Malaya Patani region of Thailand, for the same reason. And in China, which has seen unrest by the Muslim Uyghurs. Violence by Buddhists against Muslims has increased after the Taliban destroyed the Bamiyan Buddhas, with 538 anti-Muslim incidents being reported in Sri Lanka recently. This is exactly what the Taliban had intended, and the rise of anti-Muslim fundamentalism shows that they are succeeding.
Due to our actions, Muslims in other countries will be victimized, which will lead to more jihad.
And though less than 100 Rohingya Muslims managed to reach the island nation, Buddhist monks stormed the UN shelter to attack them. Get out of Sri Lanka! For now, there is peace and quiet. But as with other countries, nationalist movements are growing and taking center stage. In the US, Donald Trump. In UK, Brexit. India, nationalistic BJP. In Europe, with Germany, Netherlands, Austria and Italy and France. Meanwhile, this beautiful country that has just begun to recover after a generational war with the LTTE can barely afford another one. I grew up in a civil war which lasted 25 years and I don't want the next generation to go through that. Is there any difference between Muslim and Buddhist militants? Both are instigating people out of fear and ruining their own countries with false propaganda. Both are two sides of the same coin, just wearing different clothes. Bisbo's Limerick is today a tribute to John Lennon's song Imagine.
Imagine there's no country that isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too.
All our videos are based on news and information published in leading international newspapers, magazines, professional journals, and news channels, which we present in a fun and interesting way. We pride ourselves in being a source of authentic news.